Saints to the line now. First and 10. They'll go play action. He rolls, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Yeah, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Going to need something special here. Second and 20 following the sack.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Gets it out wide quick, and oh, he might throw this. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. It's hauled down. What a wild play as they pull off the double pass. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. First and 10 from the 45. Here's a screen for Achan. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Only time left for one more snap, Rock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Reed now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
On the ready.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Dump off, cop on his back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Five still to go here. This is second down.
Set. 43, 33, yellow. Cut.
They're going play action. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Greg Newsome has it. And the Saints get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've got for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. Running left. Here's Achan. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
Right up the gut. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers side of the field. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on third.
Get it. 70 Lions.
There he is on third and short. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Rolling out to his left. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Ready! Viking 18! Ready!
Handoff running left. Gets a chance. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Ready! Bronco 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready!
And stick with Achane. And he does not get to that line. Look for a moment like he might get there, but nope, 4th down coming up.
Packer 60, Packer 60. Viking 18.
They're going to try to throw for it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Here we go, set. 45. What? Set.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Here we go. Yellow, 10 cycles. Cut.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch, and it's 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Chased out to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Justin Reed has the INT. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Come on, come on. Set.
They kick the running back in motion. Now a toss play for Achane. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
On the ready.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Go. 18 Cardinal, 8.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So it'll be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Let's go. Stretch the Eagles. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll throw. Third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Then stopped by Alex Highsmith.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Get it.
They'll run now on second down. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
I can hear it now, Kate, before it even comes out of my mouth when I say anybody but a receiver or corner is the best athlete on the field. But I'm starting to really feel like these DNs in today's NFL game are the best athletes. And when you watch one chase down a play like that for negative yards, well, I'll make my case and I'll stand on that opinion.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Saints up by multiple scores, and they've got the football. Four guys out wide. Here we go, third and long.
Let's go now. 19 starts. Ready.
Drawn up for him. He got close, but not to the marker. They gave up 9. Fourth down coming up.
Not that he needed to. But he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Brown with a return here. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Set.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Ready, ready. 6, ready.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Now. Set.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
560. Set. Ready. Hut, hut.
They'll air it out on third. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The Steelers calling their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The Steelers set to punt it. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. And he drives this one skyward, hoping to drop it near the goal line. He brings in the fair catch here, but, well, we might not be done. We've got a flag on the field. That right there might just earn him a one-way ticket to his coach's doghouse. He interfered with a fair catch, and that gives this offense a free 15-yard boost heading on the field. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Pass play on 1st and 10. On the left side. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. This goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And he's brought down at the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Third down, and they need to get 10.
Here we go, set.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Throw left side, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line.
Ready.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. Find Johnson in the backfield. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Trouble, 38. Here, 10.
Throwing now off the play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Plowing up the middle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcasting, my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Chan, a first down carry. And also right there, just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's Chan from the pistol. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Vacates quickly left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception, already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Red, 38.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. All right, partner, it's only 1 extra point on the scoreboard, but come on, if you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on 2 there instead of just the extra point?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it, because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face, and yeah, that one hurts a little bit more. No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
So first down from the 41. Chan gets it. Next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Kate, I want you and the audience to imprint that play in your mind. When you hear me or any announcer say, he's running downhill. Oh, get running downhill. Oh, you want to hit it downhill. That right there, that was running downhill.
So this a win on the road